Social change is really brought about by the march of events. If you didn't know what that meant, it meant that conditions are changed. If there's a shortage of anything, the value goes up. If there's too many children, then there are other social consequences. If there's a lot of unemployment, then crime goes up. If a value is set upon something, if the public sees too much of leisurely living, a great deal of the public, and they can't afford to purchase those things to make their lives as rich as the lives they see in motion pictures in some instances. They want to take things and make their lives better. They remove things from factories, or they steal products, or they rape, or whatever they have to do in an open society where people had sex relations whenever they were ready for it. There wouldn't be any rape. There wouldn't be anyone brought up with a set of values that would tend to inflict pain on anyone. And I mean precisely that, where you're not brought up to inflict pain on anyone else. Now, anyone who does means that they were brought up to inflict pain on others. I know that's hard to believe, but if I see somebody beating up a Turk, I want to defend them because I have a Turkish background. This is the truth. If I see anybody beating up anybody. And so what happens is we want to beat them up. Say, now how does it feel? When you beat someone up that beats up on someone you like, that doesn't educate them. That doesn't say, gee, here am I beating up a member of a minority group. What a fool I've been. Now you beat me up, now I understand. That doesn't change anything. They just get a bigger gang together and come back and beat you up. And you get a gang together, you go back in the other neighborhood and beat them up, see? And lectures in school on integration do not change people. Because from this point of view, an integrated society doesn't exist. Not yet. And when they had school integration, at least I looked at it as a system of putting different kinds of people with different values in proximity of one another. New York City had integrated schools when I was a kid. They weren't really integrated. But it was a school in which Italians, Jews, Polacks, everybody, Negroes, sat in the same classroom. It was not integrated. It was in proximity of one another. Because in the schoolroom, they still turned around and called the guy a goddamn nigger and a goddamn Jew and a goddamn Swede. It wasn't integrated. An integrated school looks like this. It starts out with the students, and the first subjects they talk about is the myth of race. There's no such thing as Jewish blood, or Polish blood, or Armenian blood. There's just certain types of blood. Do you know what I mean? And you break down the myth of race so that whole idea is undone. Now, if you start to do that in school and the kid went home, there's going to be trouble, do you understand, with the parents. I'm talking about the parents of those values. Therefore, if you really started a well-integrated school and broke down the myth of race, and you broke down the myth of the inability of women to perform technical tasks, you see, or do medicine as well as men, or mechanical engineering, anything like that, you start controversies at home. So this is why I have always stated here at these sessions that what we have to do is eventually, through motion pictures and other techniques, get the parents to give up the children. Not in the sense that they give them up in former concepts, but we have summer camps and things like that which you send your kids to. And in those camps and in those schools, they are trained and modified